So this is today's Master League draft battle against SUNDERLION. Here are our two teams. You'll see that Giratina actually beats his whole team, but Garchomp might be a bit of a threat. So I knew I'd want to bring Gramble and Giratina and then something else for flavor. I ended up deciding on Raikou just because Milotic, or Milotic if you want to be Croatian about it, seemed like a pretty likely bet just because I have Groudon. This is my Gecko dressed up as Giratina via Photoshop or whatever. Just, it's important that that's there. So yeah, I decided to go with Granbull, Giratina, and Raikou, and I actually stuck with that lineup in all three battles, just because it seemed pretty good. I'm still not super sold on Granbull, but when it works, it works. It's just that you don't often get to use your charge move, and it kind of sucks using a shield on it, when a lot of the time I'd rather use my shields just to make Giratina last as long as possible, so it can be a tough call. Still, Charm hits hard, so that's a good time. So first battle, I lead Granbull, of course. He leads Heracross. This is a good matchup for me. I believe I don't even have to shield, yeah. So that's good. I can kind of just charm him down. Good for me. Now, I was a little distracted at the beginning here. I think because I have my Discord open on my computer, so unfortunately, even though I get this crunch ready, I accidentally did another charm and then missed the crunch. I'll have to watch that again. Maybe I actually didn't. Maybe that last charm is the one that charged me the crunch. Maybe I don't actually know as much about PvP mechanics as I thought. Either way, that was kind of annoying. I do go to Raikou. This again is obviously a pretty nice matchup for me. And I'm now pretty sure that his third Pokemon is going to be Garchomp. And so I'm feeling good that I have my Dragon Breath Giratina in the back ready to go. I did, of course, TM to Dragon Breath for this just because, of course, Garchomp is scary. And with Dragon Breath, I do better against Weavile, too. So here's my Raikou. Doing some wild charges. I wasn't actually totally sure what to do here, but I decided it would probably be worth shielding because I think I can still get off another Thundershock, or enough Thundershocks to get off another wild charge. But it seemed like a close call, but thankfully it did work out. Now they did just add Volt Switch, or not add Volt Switch. They did just improve Volt Switch. I haven't actually tried it out yet, so I haven't been using it in draft because I don't know, I just don't feel great about trying out something for the first time in these matches. As it is, actually, this one I hadn't really practiced that much for yet, other than a couple PvP trainer battles. So that was already feeling a little weird. I usually like to do a lot more practice. So not having as much practice combined with trying a totally different move that's 4 turns, as great as it is in terms of energy per turn and damage per turn, sometimes it's better to stick with what's familiar, but here, I'm feeling good. This Outrage, I know it's an Outrage coming because I was counting these mud shots. This is going to hit hard. Oof, but I survive it, thank God. So, I do go for this last Dragon Claw because, why not just kill him? If I just, farm down with Dragon Breath, that would maybe be a little risky because I didn't know what his other charge move was, right? Could have been a Sand Tomb or something, but that's I think that's probably a pretty obvious decision to go with the Dragon Claw there. Sometimes it feels over the top, but so I do use the same lineup for this one. I used to be in the bad habit of changing my lineup too much, especially when I would try to do the Self Cups where I'd be like, oh, okay, won the first battle, gotta change it up. No. Let them prove to you that they can beat your first lineup. Or if you know them and you know exactly what they'll do to react, you can counteract that. In this case, this battle starts off the same way. Uses Heracross, close combat, defense fall. Oh, look how much that charm did. Oof. That's nice. Now here I'm okay, holy shit. I need to make sure I get off that. Oh no, and I hit crunch instead of close combat. Here, I guess that's actually okay, because I expect he's going to shield, which he does. And because I didn't get the defense drop, I get in a few more charms, which now brings him to half HP. So even though initially I was kind of annoyed, not having the defense drop due to close combat is actually a good thing. Now I actually think that it was a bad idea to go to Giratina here. It may have been better to do Raikou. An avalanche does something like 120 damage to Giratina. So this is me basically just being like, okay, I'm just going to burn my shields now. And I still have that Raikou in the back. If he's using Garchomp next, that kind of puts me in a precarious situation, especially since he still has a shield. So now he's down to his last Pokemon. He's still got a shield. I'm awaiting the Garchomp. And guess what? It's Garchomp. Here we go. I switch right to Raikou because I guess may as well just drain him of some more energy. I don't know. I guess it was reasonable. My thought was like, okay, now if he's going to do an earthquake, I guess that's some, I don't know. Or an outrage, I guess. I wasn't sure if outrage would knock me out. But he did Fire Blast, which was a surprise. I don't know if I've ever actually faced Fire Blast Garchomp in PvP. Usually, like when I used Garchomp, I like to use either Sand Tomb Outrage or Outrage Earthquake. Sand Tomb can be a lot of fun. Like, I think there are some situations where if you do Sand Tomb and then an Outrage, you can like really knock out something. And Sand Tomb's only 5 mud shots, Outrage is only 7, so you can get to this pretty quickly. Now here, things are looking pretty good for me. This is going to be an Outrage. This is going to take me to pretty low health, but I'm just so close to being able to take him out with a couple more Dragon Breaths. Okay, that's the second battle. For the third battle, I decide that I'm not going to mess with my formula. Just going to do the same Granbull, Raikou, Giratina. Why not? But I think he's probably going to go with Scissor's lead this time, just because I know that he has Iron Head on it, or at least he did on previous battles, so it seems like a likely pick. And there's that Scizor. So I do just do some charms, because why not? I figure like maybe if he does only have X Scizor or a Night Slash on it for whatever reason, I can tank those easy. And I would really rather not use my shields on Granbull, but it is an Iron Head, so okay, sure. I'm okay with this. I did like basically just sacrifice something because Scizor didn't even lose all that much health from those resisted charms, but again, I don't feel bad about it. Now there's Night Slash. Night Slash is a good choice, I think, for him, considering Giratina. So if the Scizor gets lined up against Giratina, he could do something to it. Hit him with the Wild Charge. Bye. And now it's Garchomp. And then, okay, see, this is weird. So this is a weird bug. So he puts in Garchomp and then it's Weavile, but there's like the no visual switch. And so I used Shadow Ball because I had noticed it changed. I don't know. That just felt stupid. I think, yeah, that felt so stupid. I really should have just done the Wild Charge, but I kind of wasn't even sure what was going on because I couldn't see what happened. He did message me about whatever it is that happened after, but he didn't want to replay it. I'm not sure if it was like an accident or whatever went on. That was just weird, so I felt kind of stupid about that. And Weavile does get to the Avalanche, which I have to shield because, as I said, it does 121 damage, and that sucks. Oh, but then it's a Foul Play, which I actually can't remember how much damage it does, but I still probably want to save as much health as I can because if Garchomp gets to do some outrages, that's bad news for me if I have, like, less health than I do now. Of course, he blocks that Dragon Claw. I really wanted to switch here so I could just like absorb the damage into the next guy and then switch back into Giratina, but no such luck. Now I do switch. Here I'm thinking, okay, if I'm lucky I'll get to the Shadow Ball, but probably not. But that's the thing, is he didn't have Sand Tomb, so that was nice for me, I guess, because then I didn't have to worry about a cheaper move coming from him. But now he does use move. Was that a... Oh, maybe that was a CMP thing. I guess there are pros and cons to me recording these without doing too much, like, extra digging between the battle and this voiceover, but I don't know. I still like watching these again. And for the second round of draft, where we have to battle people again with almost the same team, we have the option to drop and then like redraft something, which I'm still not totally sure what I'm going to do. But I'll do a bit more research for the next time.